We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
All day, every day, any day.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Foles. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, D.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go!
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We're going to stop.
44, Mike, 44.
Oh, you got deep? Lady.
44 is the Mike.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You go side.
44 is the Mike. That's the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Go side.
Mike's 4-4. Hey, let's get this, Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
44,
Mike, 44. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get
On 2nd down, it's Bell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're going to set.
44 to Mike. Red 80. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open down. Field, as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
Double time.
Lady.
Hey, we got four. We got four now.
Five. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Here goes set.
Mike, 44's Mike. Check.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Darnold's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Foles. This will be caught by Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. This is Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Foles buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Let's go.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Man, 80. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
It's gonna be a long day. That's gonna be a long day. 44's the mic.
Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Back and go full street. Slam.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. On the ball. 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
44's the mic, 44's the mic. I'm coming.
Here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
To throw is Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready?
Now Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Foles. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Whip. Watch the whip. Slam.
Play action. It's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Showing it.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
44 is the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, D.
On first down, Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three.
Lady.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Bobo's the mic. A lady. Mike Bobo. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 44, 44. Set. 44. Set.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Jets take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Don't get nervous. Line 51, line 51. Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Herndon's got it complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that.